Okay, the recording's going. Yeah, so I've
Cool.
never chatted with you or Mike, but I have been to Terraform and I really enjoyed it. I think it's a fantastic sauna. I didn't go to the new location, but the old location was a great experience. And we did the Cedar and Stone Accelerator program.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. I was trying to tie the pieces together. I knew that we've been chatting with you early on, and I couldn't. Well, you might have, if you might have met Mike, or maybe you met Eric. Was Eric the one who was at the sauna?
Yes, we met Eric.
Oh, all right. Okay. Cool. Yeah, Eric's the man.
Yeah, super chill
Nice.
guy.
Yeah, and you're based out of where?
Colorado and Broomfield.
Where's Broomfield?
Broomfield's like between Boulder and Denver.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm I'm in Seattle, so I don't
Oh,
know if
I
you knew
see.
that. Yeah, I'm in Seattle.
That
Mike's
explains the difference.
yeah. So when I was saying three, and then you said two, I was like, oh, I forgot. I didn't realize you guys were Colorado based too.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, your text thread intrigued me. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so I
Like,
haven't. Yeah, I'm gonna let you just lead it because I'm like so new to all this and I haven't started incorporating any AI automation whatsoever into what we're doing. So
okay.
I'm
Yeah,
a
I just
blank.
want to give you an intro into my experience. Um, so I'm a tech lead at a big tech company called Alidade, which is a $4 billion company.
Oh,
Um,
Alidade.
Alidade, yeah.
All right.
And what we do is we use technology to help doctors take better care of their patients. But I'm also the CEO of Rekindle Wood-Fired Sauna. And what Oscar and I are doing is we're trying to start our own sauna business in Colorado as well. So across these two domains, I've been experimenting with AI a lot. I have been using AI to automate things such as outreach to potential businesses to partner with because we're starting with a pop-up model. I've
Mhm.
also been using it to help create our website, update our website, to do things like automatically fixing the code in our website. And I've been using it to kind of just help in a lot of ways. Like I have a few automated things, like there's like a morning update that it's sending that kind of looks at our calendar and it helps me determine what's the most important thing to focus on today. I also have it doing research on, Instagram, social media to help update and understand what is the best way to post on social media for us. What are the metrics we should be using? So those are some of the ways that I've used it for our sauna business. And then at work, I just use AI to do various data engineering related tasks. And so basically, I'm interested in helping other sauna entrepreneurs figure out how to automate things that they might think are complicated to automate or are annoying. And so I'm curious about your problems and if we can think through, how can we automate some of the problems that you're encountering with Terraform?
I know. My roles are largely the back of house, you call it. I do, the accounting, QuickBooks, social media, or email marketing. A lot of the email outreach. Mike's the local; he's there, so he's doing all the stuff that requires being there in person. So he might be as far removed from AI help as you can get. But gosh, I'm trying to think of. I mean, when the first thing I was thinking about when you sent out the message in the group text was like, I didn't even know really what you're talking about when you were saying like creating problems and then resolving them. It was like through the website or something like that. And I'm just kind of curious about that. Like what is it actually doing and what is it resolving?
Yeah, so I created our website completely using basically I wrote it in code. I have everything in GitHub and I deploy everything using AWS and host it there. So there are just a number of things that have to be resolved, like small issues, like maybe I want, the service to function a little bit differently. Like maybe there's a different ideal. I assume you have your website. Somebody has written your website for you.
It was Webflow, so it was like kind of a combination. We had someone design it in Webflow, and actually, yeah. I'm thinking we have two websites. One for our kind of parent company, but for the sauna, yeah, we had somebody design it for us, but it was in Webflow. Yeah.
Cool, and they're just keeping it running for you as well.
Mike knows Webflow well enough where if we have to make any minor changes, we can. If there are bigger changes, then we'll email them and they'll help us out.
So that's one of the things that AI could help you with is, if you do want to make changes, like it could help you make those much faster, and it could probably you could probably do it without needing help. AI is really good for coding specifically. And is this done through a user interface, or is it done sort of through like an editor?
Oh, the website editing. Well, I don't know Webflow well enough to really speak to that. I mean, I've just seen it as the primary dashboard that I'm going to be so bad at explaining this. So the answer is I don't know the difference of what you're even talking about. I just understand Webflow is like one interface, and then you can kind of like insert and move things around based on the layout. Again, my language for this stuff is so poor, and I don't have a lot of experience with Webflow, so yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like you really need that automated, though. It seems like you have that kind of handled with the other company and you don't need any changes. So maybe I'm curious about the customer outreach stuff that you have to do, because I think that might be good to automate some of that as well.
Yeah, partner. So when we think about like partnerships and event collaboration, and even just getting the word out to local businesses and people. I mean, a lot of it is tracking on Google spreadsheets and then just sending out direct emails to those people or calling them. It's a small town that we live in, so sometimes people are really friendly when you cold call them. These small towns. So we're actually doing more of that. But and then if we can meet them in person, that would be Mike's job. But yeah, the email outreach is we did quite a bit of that, especially early on, and still doing some of that, trying to get new relationships.
Okay. Yeah, let me show you my email outreach system and how we've automated it. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So this is just our current spreadsheet for outreach. Here we have, several businesses that are excited for us to pop up at. And we have Keep Warm here. We have Go Pursue. We need to pursue these for pop-ups. And we have a no-go list here. And so what I'm having AI do is I'm having it kind of read through our emails and keep this spreadsheet up to date. And then I also have this outreach column here at the end. And so it also populates this outreach column. So for us, we also do a lot of email outreach. And so AI will look at these spreadsheets and it'll draft 2 emails a day if we haven't drafted them yet for these specific businesses. And then it'll send them to us in our emails for review. And we'll get emails that we'll review, and that will determine whether or not we want to send this. So let me show you some examples here. I have them coming in from this email that I created called Team. And so like this is one of the AI emails that came into me. It's like, oh, I found these 2 locations with water that are interesting. Or let me show you one of the draft emails. So this is a draft email for like Lions format. It just automatically created these emails, and all we have to do is just hit send. Or like Oscar will review them, and then I'll like look at her review, and then we'll send it, right? So we don't just send these blindly from AI. But
Yeah.
this email outreach stuff I've found is pretty automatable with AI, because you kind of just keep writing the same thing over and over again. And so what I'm having AI do in these cases is it kind of like puts together an email, and then I have it assemble research notes like, oh, this is the URL here, take a look, here's the contact info, and then it's like, here's a draft email, do you want to send this? So do you think that might be useful, like something like that?
Yeah, it could. I mean, I tend to just be copying pasting a lot of the same frameworks for emails, especially when they're like the first cold email. And so, yeah, that would be helpful.
Yeah, the nice thing about this is that it's not a copy paste. Like, it creates a custom email every time based on, it does a search of the business, it does some research, and then it finds out, how does our mission fit in with this business, so that you don't necessarily have to spend all that time researching every business when, something like 80 to 90% of these are just not going to respond or something, right?
Yeah.
So that's definitely a good use case, I think, if that's something that you find yourself doing repetitively.
Yeah, well, it goes in. Yeah, definitely. It is a task that when I do it, it's like very consuming because it's just taking that format, rewriting it, plugging the new email address. It's just like creating. Yeah, it's very redundant and it takes quite a long time. So totally, yeah, that could be definitely a good use case for it.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you think that might be helpful for you to automate that you do a lot?
I mean, the one thing I'm wondering about is social media. I'm not sure how good it would be at helping with our posts. Just because the content that we create, there's some repetition to it, but not a lot. So anyway, I just haven't explored the capabilities of what it can do and what it creates, and how it could interface with, like, we use Canva, and I know Canva has a built-in AI, which I haven't used actually that much. So maybe it could work. I don't know. I'm a little hesitant because I'm just like, I don't trust. I don't trust what it would create.
Yeah, I could show you. So I've done some experimentation there as well. So let me show you kind of what I've done. And this is still pretty new for us as well, but so I basically have AIs running that are assembling those like social media posts for us. So I call it like a story draft. And so this is an example of a story draft. So what I'm having AI do is, like, it'll search for new recent articles, and it'll just like pick an article. So in this case, it's this National Geographic article. It'll take a photo from that, and it'll like create a social media post for us that we can just like link people to stories. So we're doing this because we don't have like a lot of photos to post yet, but like you could theoretically just expose this to like, a set of photos or videos, and then have something like this be drafted for you daily. And that might help you just like, because there's a repetitive nature to like posting all these stories as well. And then something you were saying, I think, was that you might want to use Canva. And so I think there actually is a plugin for Canva in Codex, which is what I've been using. I'm not sure. I kind of wanted to take a look here and see. Okay, so there is a Canva plugin. So if you end up downloading something like Codex, this will be able to go into your Canva and like find your brand guidelines, and then use that to create the social media posts that it will email to you. So I have been using Codex recently. I would recommend it. I think it's pretty smart. And it's been doing a lot of this stuff for me. I was using Claude before, but So yeah, I would recommend potentially trying Codex for that kind of thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that's what I figured
Weird.
out. Once we have photos, I think we'll actually, revisit the social media stuff. The other thing that I have is, I kind of touched on this briefly, but I also have like a social media research AI that like every day it'll go and like research what are the most recent social media trends. And so it'll like research them, and it'll kind of go back to this like ongoing document that I have that's like an ongoing brain that helps me understand what is the best strategy. So like I'm creating this like Rekindle marketing repository, and in it I have like an Instagram strategy kind of document here. And this document, I mean, it's kind of large, but basically this document is just like a series of different analyses by AI of like ideal Instagram posting strategies. And so like for like this, I kind of read over this a bit, and it also sends me emails. But like this is kind of helping me understand how to use social media. So there's kind of like some ideas in here, like, okay, you don't want to necessarily think about likes. You want to think about views. So there's like a views over likes kind of thing. I'm trying to find where it showed that, but yeah, so you want to think about views and not customers, right? You want to do that via DMs, shares, saves. So like this is another thing that I have. So I haven't used this much, but like theoretically, like over time, as this assembles more and more information, you can use this as like a brain to like search your social media attempts to see if those are like vetted by ideal sauna trends, right? So like this is doing like Instagram strategy specifically for sauna businesses, right? So
Okay.
that's another thing. And just like I've been kind of trying to use AI to like do this research, because I think Oscar is way better at social media stuff than me. And so like I need kind of AI to help me figure out how to help her. And so I created that like brain that just keeps thinking, keeps like iterating on the best Instagram strategy,
Okay. Yeah, I know. We have a love-hate relationship with social media and like the algorithm. So I'm not sure. I know it's like it almost feels yeah, it's like it's going into that algorithm and trying to figure that thing out is like, oh, it's an animal in itself. And yeah, maybe if you could have AI, just I don't even know what that would look like for us, but I'll just share our strategy right now is so it's very basic. Just it's built on creating the content that's necessary about whatever events that we're doing, or if there's just something pertinent that we want to share about the philosophy behind the company, or things that we're doing, we'll post it when that time comes. But it's really more based on what we're doing. It doesn't have a lot of influence on what the rest of the world, right? Even the sauna culture is doing. And then like I think the farthest we go into like strategies, but timing, like time it at a certain time of day so that it will likely get the most views, like when the people are actually active. But outside of that, so I don't know if that's like super applicable to us, especially right now, because the way we're looking at content is very unique, and we're actually trying to kind of avoid like going into that algorithm if you understand kind of, yeah. So I don't know if that's a great fit for what we're doing right now, but I can imagine like that's probably most people's priority. Right? I think that's high priority for a lot of people, but for us I think we're a little bit different.
Yeah, I guess what I could imagine for you, since you do a lot of posts based on events coming up, you could have some sort of like automated thing that scrapes your calendar and looks at your events and then comes up with some, different mock-ups for you, and maybe it will come up with like 5 different, event-based posts, and then you'll pick your favorite one, and then
Yeah.
that might be nice. 'Cause that could
Mm-hmm.
take a lot of time if you're doing that by hand and thinking through
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's the one thing I think would help is like creating new flyers and posts around the events does take quite a bit of time. And it's kind of fun. Like when I do kind of get sucked into those things, so I'll find myself like 2 hours will go by and I'm working on like a flyer for like, for one day. And it's like, oh my, and it's, yeah. So that, yeah, I guess I could play around with that. Do you think the Codex and the Canva plug could do that?
Yeah, I think that would be a good place to start, like, because Codex has a really nice user interface that you could work with, and it would just probably connect to your Canva, and then it could also connect to your work Gmail. And like, I don't think you necessarily would need my help to set that up. Like, I think you could just prompt it to just figure out everything on your own.
Okay.
You could just like, whatever tasks that you want to automate, if you can just kind of talk to it, and you could say like, oh, I want some mock-ups based on my Canva branding guidelines, like delivered to my email. And then there's a section in Codex here that you might find interesting that I've been experimenting with to do all these timed things. Let me just show you that. So there's a section that I would recommend you look at called automations. And
Okay.
this is where you can just easily set up these, specific events to occur on whatever cadence you want. So every day we have our drafts going, we have our Instagram research, we have our story draft. And so you can just talk to Codex and say like, hey, I want, every day check my calendar to see if I have an event coming up in a week, and to create a story mock-up for me, or like a flyer mock-up. Or you could have another one, you said you're doing a lot of like email communication. You could have an automation that runs every day and like looks at your emails to tell you what's the most important thing to respond to. So the idea of automations is just that it's something that just runs on some frequency that will help you.
Okay. Cool. Nice. Yeah, I think the flyer thing is definitely standing out for me. And just like having something that creates a more cohesive design that's somewhat repeatable, but it can change and be unique depending on the situation. So when you're posting stuff, your flyers and your social media have cohesion to them, but they are different. And so that it doesn't look like you're just copying and pasting everything. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been trying to get our branding into these stories, right? And so we had to, say, okay, let's use this font, let's use this thickness. And I'd say that was important to us as well. We don't have a Canva though yet for our stories, but we do have like some branding in our Canva, and like I think I'll actually probably go and connect Canva after this. I think that's a good idea. I didn't think of that earlier, but yeah, we do have brand guidelines in Canva as well.
Yeah. We have a little bit. We have our logo and our colors and our fonts. So yeah, and then I'm sure you can just you can take stuff that you've done in the past, flyers or things that you like that you wanted to maybe use as an example, and drop that into it and just have it iterate based on the things that you've liked or that you've created before.
Yeah, it's very good at like accepting different types of files like PDFs or images. So that should not be a problem at all.
Okay, cool. All right, I like that. There's other things that you touched on too. Maybe, I don't know if they're applicable or not in that text thread that you sent out. Is there anything else that you're like, people need to be doing this? Can you change we use Wellness Living for our booking platforms and our mass email. I don't know if you've looked into any other ones, but like somebody needs to create a new system because none of them I've heard are not that good. Most of them. So I don't know. Do you have any ideas around that?
Like a booking platform?
The booking platforms and the client management software, mass
Yeah,
emails.
I created my own booking platform for Rekindle.
Nice. Yeah.
So it remains to be seen if it's good or not. Um, if it's good, I'll let you know and maybe you can use it. But at this point, I didn't create my own email system. What we're using for email is a service called Brevo.
All right.
And we really like Brevo because it just connects directly into my backend really nicely. So like it was easy to set up a thing that's like, okay, as soon as somebody subscribes, we put them on this, welcome email workflow, and then they're gonna get like a welcome to Rekindle email and a free gift, which is a sauna guide. So Brevo is just really nice because it makes it really easy to develop with it. And I was able to just like really easily add workflows with
Mm.
Brevo. And then also another nice thing about Brevo is that since it's just so friendly to developers, like I'll have AI pull down emails that we created by hand, and I'm like, use this to create a new email going forward, and it'll automatically create the emails for us and upload them, and then so we don't have to actually even create the emails.
That's
And
nice.
then it can like automatically schedule these to go out. Because it's just so Brevo and AI work together really well as well. So like that's been a nice thing. And I think
And
we're gonna start creating an email campaign because our sauna should be coming like end of the month or next month. And
nice.
so yeah, we've been
Nice.
waiting for a long time, but
It's coming. It's here. So you kind of like, could you combine Brevo? I mean, you could probably just create one interface where you bring Brevo into your new booking app, whatever you created. Could you link them all together and have it, under one interface?
I could, but Brevo has such a good interface that I don't really have a reason to. Like it's
Yeah.
actually great. I think
Okay.
it's really good. I think it's like a multi-billion-dollar company competing with SendGrid, and it's just like it's basically free.
Now, yeah. What is it? How much is it?
It's free up to like 200 emails per day or something.
What?
Yeah. So I'm really enjoying it.
Wow. How do they make money?
I don't know. I mean, I guess there must be so many people that use Brevo, and then they get big enough that they have to go on the paid version.
Yeah, but that seems like a lot. Cool. I'll look into that. Yeah, I've heard of one. There's a Vancouver-based.
Sorry, it's 300 per day.
Okay, still that's a ton.
Yeah.
For a small sauna business, yeah, they're probably just going after large companies. But I forget the name of that. There's a Rose and something. Anyways, there's a Vancouver sauna cold plunge place, and I was just reading in one of their comments that they were creating their own platform for booking to replace all that. So I was like, okay, the sauna business is creating it for sauna businesses. Like, I will definitely look out for that. But even just the direction that AI is headed, I feel like soon we'll all be able to just start creating our own apps, own custom apps, and maybe someone will just be making like the base layer for it, and then we can like iterate off of it. But I feel like it's coming very soon. Like we're all going to be, well, I think I haven't tried it that much, but very soon we'll all just be coding, creating our own little worlds of apps and programs. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I've been watching it evolve, and I think that it'll be just about how much time do you want to spend? Like, do you want to spend the time to really refine the requirements? Like, if you want to do that, then you can make your own app for anything.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty wild. I'm waiting for QuickBooks to be easily iterated off of.
Yeah,
Something better to come along.
I did use Claude to help me with my taxes this year, and that was
Yeah.
awesome. Like, you just post in every transaction. You're like, okay, find all my business transactions and all my personal, and separate that out and do like a sum and a summary for my account. It's just did it all perfectly.
Wonderful. Wow. Yeah, I've been using ChatGPT, but I think I need to branch off and just that I've been
Oh, you froze for a second. Sorry.
Oh, I'm back. Yeah, I was just saying I've been using ChatGPT, but I think I need to start using some other platforms.
Well, yeah, I was using Claude and now I'm on ChatGPT and Codex, and it's like their new thing, 5.5, is like unbelievably good.
Okay. So is Codex through ChatGPT or OpenAI?
Yeah, Codex is another OpenAI product that's like ChatGPT,
Okay. All right.
but it's like more focused on building stuff, and like ChatGPT is just more focused on kind of just talking about stuff, asking questions.
Mm-hmm. All righty. Okay. Cool. I'll explore that.
Yeah. Got anything else you can think of? Or?
No, not at the moment.
Well, if you
Yeah.
want ongoing help with this stuff, like if you decide to try and work on this stuff, I'm happy to like look at your workflows and help you out, or give you some more recommendations. It's been pretty chill for me to set this stuff up, but I'm a programmer too, so I might be kind of sandbagging you a little bit on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, I think I appreciate just like the ideas, and I was again like in the beginning, I'm just like I haven't dove into this at all, and I tend to shy away from like spending too much time with these kind of things. So there, as I may get into it, I'll be like, no, there's just too much involved here, and I may need some help, from somebody to just get things set up. So, and then also I just I don't know what I don't know, and so like hearing about like what's possible and how you're using it, I think was super helpful. And then like, okay, I'm gonna go out and see what things might apply, and then if I can do it, great. But then if I need some technical help or just like it's taking too much time to refine a workflow or whatever, then yeah, I can reach out to you and see if there's other ways that you could help out.
Yeah, I'm happy to help. And like, I think honestly, people just need to hear it, because in December and January, there was just a big change where these tools got so good and they've just kept getting better. And now they're at the point where like, I'd say GPT 5.5, talking to that thing is like talking to like, a PhD graduate that can just do anything and is almost never wrong. So it's just like I'm just getting the word out there for other business owners now that it's totally possible to do stuff now with it, and it wasn't possible last year.
Wow. My wife just built an app. And she has no background in that whatsoever, but she's like built this recruiting app, like helping refine resumes, and it was like, it looks very good. I'm like, oh my god, you could probably sell this. And just like she has no experience in it whatsoever. She's just started plugging away at it one day, and within like a week or two, she had this almost fully functioning app that looked really good. She had a created website that like looks really good. I was like, holy shit! Like, anyway, yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm also impressed by what Oscar's doing. Like she's been going to business meetings like all week. Like she's just going to like, there's this Boulder Startup Week thing, and she wanted me to like be able to listen. So she created recorded all of the talks and created Notebook LM podcasts that summarize all the talks so I can listen in my free time. Like, thanks so much, babe. Like, that's awesome. Like, she didn't just record it. She also like used AI to make it much more clear for me and faster.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, like it's endless. I think the freedom, creativity is so awesome.
And she's creating, I just reviewed this thing that she created with Claude that's like a offer that we're making to a business called Quaddy in Colorado Springs that we're going to try and pop up at. That's like, these are our requirements for how many sales we need to make to actually come down. And like, it just looks great, so it's awesome that she got creative to use it to like make our lives easier that way.
Yeah, we've been using it a lot with like legal and insurance language, contracts, leases, insurance policies. like the really boring, like tedious stuff, even helping us with liability waivers and things like that, like the right wording, and that has been really great for that kind of stuff, which I'm sure if you're, people who are watching, I don't know where you're going to post this, but like, that's just, it's like so good at that. And I know it'll tell you like, I'm not an attorney, like, but even just creating agreements between us and our, employees, and even bringing on partners and working out like equity share agreements and things like that. It's been so helpful with that kind of stuff. So like we started getting into thinking about what does it mean to have people ramp up into like partnership with Terraform Sauna, like if they're working for Terraform and they want to come on as partner and gain equity. Mike and I had no experience in that whatsoever, creating those agreements. And it was like Mike started just plugging away on ChatGPT, and it started spitting out just these awesome frameworks for us to create and to work from. And I mean, we would have had to talk to people and probably paid somebody, an attorney. And for us, like these agreements aren't meant to be like legally binding in a sense. They're more like structures and frameworks to use as guidance for, but so they work great. But like the ability for AI to do that was it was pretty amazing how good it was.
That's awesome, because we have an attorney and we're using her to build our operating agreement, and she's like $225 an hour, and that's like a great deal.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, and I'm happy that we're getting that done the right way. But for waivers, I'm like, well, like, do we also really want to pay $225 an hour for this waiver? We're trying to save money. Like we have no income.
Yeah. I know. I can't remember what we did, if we had somebody draft the waiver for us, an attorney, and then we like refined it later on because I think we updated it, and it was we updated it with something simple where like we don't need to go to an attorney for that. But even like employee handbooks and manuals and like just simple practices, it's like it can spit out all this paperwork, right, of things that we're just compiling over time. And it will add things in there like safety manuals and what to do in these. Anyway, all the boring stuff.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's like one of the best use cases for it. It's so good at like legal documents and like stuff that involves generating a lot of text.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pronounce your name for me, because I didn't.
Oh yeah, my name is Kirill.
Okay, Kirill. It's like I've never seen that name before, so I was like, okay, it sounds like it's spelled, but I just wanted to make sure, because I don't think we haven't actually talked. We might have just text communicated and emailed. And then it's your partner. How are you guys? Are you married? Not married?
We're not married. Probably getting pretty close, but we're not married at this point. Okay. But we're very close, and we're starting Rekindle together.
Cool. Okay. And it's Aska?
Aska, yeah.
Okay. And there's a U in her name, though. So that's like, it's spelled differently than it sounds, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's spelled it does not sound the way it's spelled. It's a Japanese name, and her name means phoenix.
Oh, cool. Sweet. Yeah. Nice. Well, and so your sauna's coming soon?
Yeah, we've been waiting, and we were supposed to have it already. It's going to be from Timber, and unfortunately Timber got really delayed, and we thought it was going to get shipped out May 18th, but they haven't been very responsive to us. So hopefully they respond soon, because we were supposed to fly out to see it next weekend, and they were going to buy our flights. But I think they're just, selling so many saunas that they just haven't been responsive.
Yeah. Too busy.
Yeah.
It's happened to me and Mike in a way. Well, we went out to go fly out to Duluth to pick up our sauna. And then the guy was supposed to come pick it up and tow it to Buena Vista, bailed. He just bailed the last day. So Mike and I flew back to Buena Vista to pick it up to receive it, but the guy bailed. So I didn't actually get to use it until like months after we opened. So I got to see it, but I actually didn't get to experience until after.
Your sauna is so great. Yeah, Cedar and Stone is a great company. Like we really enjoyed their business accelerator program, and those 2 Ikis that you have are really awesome. It's just I love the sauna. I think it's probably my favorite in Colorado.
Oh,
It's
cool.
great.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, good work on that.
Thank you. Yeah, we spent. Yeah, we were. I think we probably drove a few people crazy at Cedar and Stone. My brother in particular drove them crazy because he's so detail oriented. And he drove me crazy even a little bit because he was like, no, it needs to be this way or that way. So, but it came out nicely. Yeah, we're really happy about it.
Yeah, I love the Japanese vibes in there too. It's like got this nice like oriental vibe.
Yeah.
And the tea.
The tea, yeah. Yeah, a little teapot, tea kettle in there. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a very calming place. Yeah.
The new location looks really great too.
Mm-hmm. I know. I haven't gotten to experience it yet. But it's right next to the river. And it's a little bit more private, quite a bit more private. You can see the mountains. Basically open. You walk out the sauna and you just see mountains and hear the river. It's awesome. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, once we get our sauna, it would be awesome to collab somehow.
Yeah. Can you? Yeah. You're gonna. How big is yours?
It's gonna be like 14 by 10-ish.
Okay. How many people is that?
Like 10 to 12.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I'm thinking. Do we have enough room on ours? We could do like a little sauna camp.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, sauna camp. We do have a decent sized lot. I wonder if we could fit it somewhere. But yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be cool.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be awesome. We'd be happy. We have some friends in BV too, so we go there sometimes.
We are, yeah. And even if our lot didn't fit, there might be some other possibilities nearby where it must be close enough that it could still feel like a little village, little sauna village. Yeah, that'd be cool though. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Well, it was great talking to you. I'm happy to help you further if you run into any issues or if you actually want to implement some of these things. Like I know so much about this, so I'm happy to share my knowledge.
Cool. Awesome. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, I'll tinker around and I'll let you know if I run into any issues. Cool. Yeah, I'll dip my toe in a little bit further.
Nice. Yeah, no problem. So if I post this, I'm thinking I'll just maybe put it on YouTube or something and then just like share it to the Rekindle YouTube or maybe put it on Instagram just to give it to other sauna entrepreneurs who might have a similar thing that they're looking into with AI.
Yeah, that's all good. All good. Yeah, sounds good to me.
Awesome. Well, it was great to meet you, Brian.
Yeah. Hey, nice to meet you and thanks for your help.
See you later.
All right. See you.